Tech execs blast Trump as anti-innovation, except not Peter Thiel. San Francisco: a Donald Trump presidency would be a disaster for innovation that could threaten the country's thriving tech economy, according to dozens of technology executives who signed an open letter on Medium Thursday. Among those blasting the presumptive Republican Party nominee were Slack CEO Stuart Butterfield and venture capitalist Vinod Khosla, who witheringly noted that Donald Trump proposes shutting down parts of the Internet as a security strategy, demonstrating both poor judgment and ignorance about how technology works. At least one tech leader disagrees. PayPal co-founder turned investor Peter Thiel is among speakers announced Thursday who will address the upcoming Republican National Convention. Thiel, a longtime libertarian, is a Trump delegate. While those signing the open letter consisted of employees at a range of notable companies such as Yelp and Tumblr, notably absent were some of the industry's most high-profile leaders such as Apple CEO Tim Cook, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. The letter carried a note saying the individuals, which also included Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak and eBay founder Pierre Omidyar, both of whom no longer play any strategic role at the companies they helped start, were speaking for themselves and not their associated companies, VC firms or universities. Republican candidates have never been able to count the tech sector as an ally, with Thiel standing out. The early Facebook investor recently funded wrestler Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against media site Gawker, which drove the company into bankruptcy. Thursday's open letter specifically referenced Trump's penchant to censor extends to revoking press credentials and threatening to punish media platforms that criticize him. Also highlighted was Trump's stance on immigration. Trump has said he wants to build a wall at the U.S.-Mexico border and has proposed calling a moratorium on Muslim people entering the country. We also believe that progressive immigration policies help us attract and retain some of the brightest minds on earth, scientists, entrepreneurs, and creators. In fact, 40% of Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants or their children. That said, Silicon Valley companies continue to grapple with their own lack of diversity, as African American and Hispanic employee representation continues to lag far behind the national norm. Also on Thursday, Gary Shapiro, CEO of the Consumer Technology Association, which puts on the annual Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, called upon Trump and Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson to release a detailed tech industry agenda. After noting that presumptive Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton had recently laid out a 5-point technology plan, Shapiro was eager to hear how the other candidates' visions differed. Where is their common ground? Do they have any plans at all on spectrum, investment, broadband, training and education, and competitiveness? If so, when will their plans be released? Shapiro said in a statement. Our nation's primacy in innovation pulls economic growth, creates jobs, and is our best strategy for cutting the debt. The U.S. technology sector is too critical to our country's future to be a policy afterthought.